Assalamu alaikum, peeps. Good morning on this terrible Tuesday. This is your boy After Car Man, bringing you heat, bringing you flame. Like I normally do, when I get it, I bring it to your device. And all I ask you to do is like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You be left in that loop every time your boy drop content. Yo, shout out to the black YouTube, especially Manosphere. Osei Drew Jackson. Ticket TV, Big Brother Carcino, Kwame Brown, Self Talk, the League Attorney. Now, these are YouTube worthies, man. They doing what they do for the YouTube. They come up with content. They cut. Oh yeah, Mr. Palmer too. Check out Mr. Palmer. Subscribe to his channel. And that's a lot of other black. Valerie Denise Jones. That's my baby. That's my baby right there, man. The black YouTube is off the chain. Judge Joe Brown, Kwame Brown, all of them. Just gotta get props when props is due. You feel me? Oh, by the way, HBO, help a brother out. Hit that Cash App and hit that PayPal. There's Musa Azakar Cash App. And there's Musa Azakar PayPal. So let's get into it. You know, us as black men and black women in this sojourn journey in America, you know, we are the most unique people on this planet because everybody step on our backs and dog us out, but yet want to be like us. I don't understand that shit. You know, all these other laws coming up for everybody else, and the so-called immigrants is coming over. But it's nothing that is dedicated and predicated of the freedom of the black man and the black woman in the hills of North America. And what I mean by black, it ain't necessarily skin tone. Look at them curses in Deuteronomy 28:68 and see if you fit those curses. Then you can say you're black. If you got your last name changed, you can say you're black. You know, but a lot of people, they go all out for them names too. Johnson, Smith, Brown, Black, Young, Freeze, Goat, Box, Board, Broad. I mean, these are all type of words that they come up with, but them are not your names. And you didn't get it from your family either. So, without no further ado, I have some audio from the minister, man. The minister just keep bragging like it is, man. And everybody like, man, that's all you listen to is Farrakhan. But he be spitting that real. You can't tell me he don't open that eye up. So, with no further ado, oh yes, to subscribe to Farrakhan Invites You. Subscribe to that. And man, they be dropping some gems. But with no further ado, let's get into this audio right here.
You didn't know it, but this was already written in the prophecies of the Bible and Quran that we were going to come into bondage in a strange land among a strange people for 400 years. You couldn't stop it. It's the season. And the purpose was to make white people great and powerful. Like it was with Pharaoh. Make Pharaoh great and powerful so that nobody could could take him down but God himself. The Bible says, I raised you up, Pharaoh, for this purpose, to make myself known. Isn't that something? I allowed you to take my people into bondage, to bring them to nothing, so that when I come, I could take one of the slaves and put a rod in his hand and take a slave and make him bring you to your knees, because I'm God. And I have power over everything. Well, what took you so long in coming, God? I don't come out of season. I came on time. I gave Pharaoh a season, and he had to do his work. And his work was to show the world that he's a God beside me. And this is what white folk have done. Shown the world, look, I am God. Bow down to me, all you Negroes. Colored people, coons and shines. Bow down to me, all you Mexicans and Hispanic people. Bow down to me, Asian and African and Arab. I am God. Look at me, he says. I give life and I cause death the same way God does. God put the planets up. I put a contraption up, have it revolving around God's planets. I'm God too. God make fire come down from heaven. I make fire come down from heaven. I developed the atomic bomb, and you niggas better get in line or I'll blow you to bits with my atomic weapon. I'm God too. God created life. And I'll go in my laboratory and make synthetic life. Don't mess with me. I'm a God beside God. You do things the natural and the normal way. I'll do it unnatural and abnormal to show you I do what I please. It's a man showing you he's God. You tell the white man you want to bow down only to God and see will he not become angry with you. Any of you in this audience who are Jehovah's Witnesses, you tell him that you want to follow God. See what he does. He put you in jail. He did that for the Jehovah's Witness. You stand up in your holiness and say, I won't serve you in your armed forces to fight these unjust wars against third world people. I won't do it, and I won't send my child to do it. See, won't he come? And say, well, you're going to jail. What crime have I committed? You're just standing up for God, and unless you stand up for me as God, then I can't let you worship. White folks are happy. They don't mind you having a non-threatening religion that bows down to them, but the moment you challenge them, your religion is threatening, they deal with you. He wants us to worship him as God. Check this out. Who named you? I know you're going to say your father. Your father didn't name you. For your father didn't have no name Johnson and Jones and Smith and O'Reilly and Culpeper and Overstreet and Underhill and Overbrook. That's not your father's name. That's white folks' name. And white folk named you. Then if you want to go in an African name, you got to go before a white man and explain to him why you want to change your name. But he didn't go before nobody to explain why you got the name you got. He's gone. You want to buy anything in my world, you got to come by me. You want to sell anything in my world, you got to come by me. You want to preach in my world, I'll license you, nigga. Don't stand up and talk about you a preacher unless I give you a license. So the white man licensed you to sell fish, and he licensed you to preach the gospel. That's right. Yes, sir. Well, who is he then? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on. He's trying to say he's a God beside God. That's right. That's right. He makes bullets and guns to enforce his power. That's right. that he's in his season. And nothing could interfere with him in his season. But the season for us to be slaves is over. Now, if you want to continue to act like that, you're not going to be successful. You want to continue to act like a fool, you're not going to be successful. Yes, you can go and tell white folk, give you a job. They may or they may not. But it's a season for you to get up and make a job for yourself. If you don't do that, you're not going to have no jobs. You are out of season, black man and woman. White folk got you fighting and killing each other. You continue that, great loss. The season is for us to get together, overcome our difficulties and our divisions. God will make a way for us if we want to come into unity with one another, but you got to make a step in the right direction for God to help you. Time is on your side, but you got to act in a timely fashion.
Wise instructions from the minister. Wise instructions for the minister. Let's give it to him. And we have to take action in that. And the action starts in your home. You create the environment in your circumference of living. Talk to your children different. Give them knowledge of it. Feed their brains on any little aspect of any knowledge that you know. Build them up every day. It's about them and getting them out of that slave mentality. And you know what I mean? It's just real talk. And let them be themselves, because they didn't ask to come here. Like this video, share and subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be left in that loop every time your boy drop content. Peace.
So look, if you're the ruler and wisdom that you didn't know is now being revealed to an inexperienced people, that excites the rulers. Because in what they hear is the end of their power. Listen, listen. No man can rule you except he has greater knowledge than you. But when God puts a greater knowledge in you than is in your former ruler, then your ruler cannot rule you anymore. Excuse me for getting a little excited. Wait.